Hey YouTube, it's your girl Floyd fan since 2000 with the Have and the Have Nots. And season 1 episode 9. I'm a little tired. This is my third time doing it, so bear with me. Catherine is making her will. She has Hannah record it, and she kind of leaves mostly everything to a charity. And Hannah's wondering why she won't leave her family anything. And she just kind of tells them that they're not worthy, and that she doesn't want her father's money to go to waste. And Hannah's like, you're dying. When people die, they usually put all that to the side, and then they finally realize that their family is the most important thing. Then she goes on to say how she can't let it go, how her husband and her have had ups and downs, and how he's not worthy of her money. Wyatt is researching to see if Amanda's a hooker just like Candace, and he wants to go visit Amanda and Candace. And Jeffrey, of course, is against it at first, and then realizes once Wyatt takes off his shirt, he kind of sweet talks him. And then I'm doing the video. It's alright. And he takes off his shirt, and then he ends up going to the shower. He kind of listens outside the shower doors, takes the shirt, and smells the shirt. And it's this awkward moment between Wyatt and Jeffrey. We all know Jeffrey is in love with him. Anyway, Jim is mad that Catherine is not there when he announces that he's running for governor. And David is worried. Jim is like, she's on vacation. That just is what it is. And Veronica comes in and tells everybody that she's going to help Hannah, and that she doesn't really want to, but Catherine asked her, and they're worried that she's going to figure out the truth. Wyatt and Jeffrey show up at Candace and Amanda's apartment, and they ask for Amanda, and she goes, oh, she's sleeping. And they go, oh, we'll wait. And then he just kind of barges in, and he realizes that Candace is packing. Then they find out that Amanda has tried to commit suicide, and they go to the hospital, and he calls Jim, and once Jim shows up, he's just accusing Candace of everything. Wyatt says that Candace is a prostitute and has Amanda prostituting. And, Candace is not even arguing. She's just like, it is what it is. Even if I argue, they won't even believe me. So, why bother? Veronica and, what's her name? Hannah have this moment where they just kind of, Hannah's acting very bougie. She's just like, and Hannah's like, why do you hate me? She goes, well, hate you? She goes, you hate me because I'm a maid? She goes, yeah, our people are above that. She goes, well, you're right. He said, but I made some bad choices, but, I don't want to judge you. Just help my son. And then she goes, are you sure your son didn't just plant the drugs there? Are you sure he isn't a drug dealer? She goes, I know he's not a drug dealer. He comes in, and then she realizes that he's gotten into a fight, and then Veronica starts to really believe that he had nothing to do with it. She goes to tell David, and David can't believe she wants to actually help them and believes in them now. Wyatt and Jeffrey have this awkward moment where Wyatt is telling Jeffrey that the priest made him do things, and I think he was molested, and you know, right before he can finally get it out, his girlfriend shows up. Jeffrey gets jealous. She goes, I love you. I want to visit you. Jeffrey says, that's out of the question. He's in rehab. And that's just the end of that. Jim ends up coming to Candace's house, and he comes in like wants to attack her, and that's when it goes off. You know, this is my third time, so I'm kind of tired. If I left anything out, drop that below. Rate, comment, and subscribe.